I hope everybody, today is Monday, Labor Day, pretty late in the afternoon. I hope everybody's having a great, wonderful holiday. Um, we're at work, of course. It's what we do. Best time for clients to work out is when they're off, they're off work. So when they're off, we're open. We'll be here. It's about 2, probably be at about 5. We still got to work out, finish up clients, and work out today. But I just want to wish everybody happy Labor's Day. Don't eat too much till you get sick. That always baffles me that people will stuff and gorge themselves to the point that they're sick. It ain't that serious. You can eat it anytime. We eat all day long. So enjoy your day. Don't get too drunk. Don't eat too much. Enjoy it as best you can. And don't forget the reason for this holiday is honor our veterans. So, enjoy today. So I'm going to partake in the series again that I was talking about creating the habits of success. Now, when I talk about creating the habits of success, everybody's success is individual. It's as individual as a fingerprint. The idea of success is different. If you ask 10 different people, there's 10 different 10 different things that they consider successful. Whether it be school, whether it be good parent, whether it be a business, whether it be money. Everybody has their opinion, but whatever your opinion is, you achieve success by creating habits that allow you to excel through the tough times and keep a focus on what it is that you say your goal for success is. A lot of time when I listen to speakers, they tell you, oh, you need to be successful. You need to do this. You need to do that. Be tough. Don't quit. And that's fine. That's great. But how? How do I do that? As I said before, for me, it starts with first thing in the morning, waking up, giving thanks, doing my meditation practice, getting some water, body, mind, and soul, body, mind, and spirit, which is a tripod. It's a 3-prong thing that levels you out. Body is your body. So I try to get up and do some cardio or sit-ups in the morning or go for a walk or do something like that. But I try to get my body moving. My mind is through my meditation and through my gratitude and through just being still, just looking out the window and just looking at nature's great creations and understanding that the world is beautiful. We have to slow down sometime. So that's the body and mind. And to me, your spirit is too many people, to me, and I try not to get too much into it, they become religious. Religious is that you can read quotes. That's all I mean. You don't practice the stuff that you preach. It's good for some people, but too many people, to me, take the approach that my sin is not as bad as his sin. When we get to those gates and we're lucky enough to make it, they're going to all be judged as sins. So, I'm not trying to be religious and tell people what they should believe, how they should talk. I don't get into all that. I have my meaning for what I'm trying to achieve through spiritual guidance. And it's mine and it's mine alone. It's just like individual. Everybody's different. So anyway, body, mind, and spirit. That's what you're after. That creates a balance in your life that allows you to go after things. You have to understand something. When you're going for a goal, especially business, success, and money, you're separating yourself from 99% of the population. So you're going to meet so much opposition, especially, and I really don't like to play the race card, but especially if you're black, to want something better for your life, you're considered a sellout. They tell you money is evil and the camel with the eye bullshit. They create, people create such a resistance mentally to money, it becomes impossible for you to ever create any type of wealth. Our priorities in spending, our literacy and thinking, it will never allow you to build anything significant because we don't believe we deserve it. So we get a check and we believe in spending it all. Hey, they got them Jordans I wanted. The cable bill, it can wait, and all. Our priorities are so screwed up as a race when it comes to building wealth, and that's why we don't have it. We try to sit back and blame it on other races. They hold me back. They ain't give me an opportunity. That you holding you back. That's who holding you back. Create different habits of spending. Create different ideas and ideology of wealth and what it means. I have people tell me, "Oh, I want to be a millionaire. It's too much headache." Why? You were a millionaire before, and it was headache, so you stopped? No, you never been there, so you don't know. But we get so much ill advice about the subject of money, and I think it does us a real disservice in terms of really understanding what we need to do as people. I see people, they buy a car with horrible credit and they getting 15% interest, and they say, "Oh, thank God he blessed me with a car." No, that wasn't him that did that. God ain't about that 15%. That was the car company. You know what I mean? They needed your money. So we have to start studying. We have to start educating ourselves. We have to start becoming more literate about the powers of money. I mean, it can be, to me, power like alcohol is they're in the same boat. You can be a idiot with money and become a bigger idiot. You can become an idiot and get drunk, and you become a bigger idiot, drunk idiot at that. So it's not the money in itself; it's the individual. So that's we have to change our mindset about money and wealth, and we have to understand that is there to be created. God made an abundance for the earth. We just ain't getting ours, and it ain't nobody holding us back. We're holding ourselves back. But anyway, back to the habits, okay? One of the key important habits, because I could talk about this forever. I can make this whole podcast from now until the end of time about habits of success. So what I will do is just try to focus on what I feel is the basics. One thing is, if I tell you 10 things you need to do as a habit, and you say, "Well, I'm gonna do 7 of them." Well, that's it's like, as a trainer, I give my clients a diet and they make it themselves. You had fish on here, but I decided to eat fried chicken. The same thing. It ain't that bad. They didn't put no MSG on it. You know what I mean? It's like success demands what success demands. If you need to do 10, you need to do 10. People try to take shortcuts, and they want to ask you, why is it not working? I've been a personal trainer for over 30 years, and I've come to find there's not much difference between what I do and creating habits of success. People, I always tell people, get you a journal, write in it. It holds you accountable to yourself, not a freaking phone app get you a journal, old-fashioned journal. Get you a pen, and write down what time you woke up, what habits you performed. Mine is, I wake up, I give gratitude, I pray, I meditate, I read, I have goal and affirmation cards. I have several business things that I read all the time. Wall Street Journal is one of them. I constantly read a book. I dedicate 20 pages per day to reading, and I do it not every day, but if it's 365 days in the year, you can bet 360 of them I'm reading something, and I'm pushing even further to be that 365. Educating yourself is the biggest thing that you can do. We'll run to a school and give our money, and we want to be a business owner. And this is a true story. I went to school. I wanted to be a personal trainer, and the first thing they had me doing was tracing roots of tree barks. Now, what the fuck they got to do with personal training? I don't know. I think it was because they had to sell more spaces for biology classes. And I knew then, I'm like, that's all right. But we have to look in the mirror, be honest with ourselves. We must create a journal, and in that journal, write down the things you did, the meals you ate, what time you ate. If you're working out, what did you do in your workout? I have a journal that at the end of the journal, I give 5 things. I write down 5 things that I am grateful for. And I do this every day. I journal every single day. And what that does, it holds you accountable. If you're on a quest to lose weight, and you go walking with one of your partners, they don't know you veer off and go to McDonald's and get you a fucking Egg McMuffin in the morning. But if you're honest with yourself, you'll go, I need to stop that. Once you learn to be honest with yourself and hold yourself more accountable than anybody else can hold you, then you start getting real honest with yourself about the things you should be doing and the things you shouldn't be doing. And it's a powerful, powerful, powerful tool. Most people, success in anything, success in parenting, success in school, success in business, it all requires these 3 things: dedication, consistency, and focus. Okay? You remember those 3 things, you will create habits that when things affect other people, they don't affect you, because you have the dedication, consistency, and focus. I've been training for 30 years. Most people, they'd be lucky if they stick with it for 30 days. You know what I mean? I've been eating right for about the same period of time. And then you get some clown that says, oh, you only got that big because you took something. 30 years of eating right, that don't count. Okay? That none of that counts. They're idiots. Okay? Be consistent with what you do. Be consistent with your journal. Be consistent with your disciplines in the morning of reading, praying, gratitude, reading business books, meditating. Be consistent. Do it no matter what, whether you feel like it or not. There's a lot of mornings we wake up, you don't feel like taking a shower and brushing your teeth, but you do. You don't even think about it. You have to get to the point of doing things that's going to be to your benefit without even thinking about it. Trust me, be consistent for 30 days and watch how your life changes. Watch how you change as a person. It's a saying that success comes your way when you are prepared for success. Why do you think lottery winners go broke so fast? They're not prepared for it. When you prepare yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually to receive these things that come your way, then they come your way. It don't happen without that, because whatever religion you find, mine's of God, whatever you follow, understands you're not ready to handle that. So prepare yourself to handle what's going to come with what you're asking for. And believe me, it will come your way when the time is right. So, the only thing that I can do with this Habits of Success series is I will take questions, whether it be Facebook, email, text, whatever. And because I could go on and on and on and on and on, but not saying that this is the end of it. I'm saying it's the end of this podcast. So I want everybody today to go out and enjoy the holiday and understand that we live in a world that allows us freedom. I mean, look at Afghanistan. I mean, it's nuts over there. And appreciate more things than you think. I wake up in the morning and I was raised, ex-gangbanger from the neighborhood of Inglewood. And now I wake up, I look out the window and I'm staring at a nice green yard in Homewood, and the house that I own or the bank own. I just pay them every month. It's a blessing. I'm not supposed to be here. Trust me. A lot of friends I had are dead or in prison. I'm not even supposed to be here. So every day they tell me I would be dead by the time I was 16. I'm 56. It's 40 years. So every day I awake, I give thanks because it didn't have to happen to me. I didn't have to own my business. I didn't have to, live my dream. I could be sitting in a prison. I just had a buddy get out of prison. He was an undefeated boxer on his way to a championship fight. Got tied up in some nonsense, made a bad decision. 16 years later, he got out by a clemency. President Trump gave him a clemency. But you spend 16 years in a penitentiary. That's crazy. That's devastating. It could have happened to me because my decision making was no different from these guys that was doing all this time. I was with them step for step. God saw it fit to spare me from a lot of that nonsense. So I try to give back by talking about things like this. I try to give back by educating people on the importance of health. I didn't have to open up a studio. Trust me, I spent a lot of money building my studio, and it's been around for 25 years. And I still ain't made the money I put into it. But I love what I do every day. I appreciate what I do every day. I wake up, I go to a place that I have the key to. I have the name on the lease. I can affect people's lives. I hire people to teach them to affect people's lives in a positive way. So I'm truly, truly, truly blessed, and I try to give those thanks every day. And once you start giving thanks for the things you have, not the things you don't have, and you start doing that consistent, and you start meditating when your mind gets quiet, where you can think, and you start reading and you start educating yourself, trust me, try for 30 days and come back and tell me. If you are not a different person and your situation is not different, I don't know what to tell you, because it works. It does work. You have to be consistent with it, though. So until next week, I'm going to try to get Chie in here so we both get on here, answer some Facebook Live questions. It's hard tracking that lady down, even though I live with her. So anyway, until next week, this is your man, the one they call Sir-Earl, checking out. Peace.